The man mocked his ex-wife, and a year later, when he heard "Happy Birthday" on his birthday, he was paralyzed with shock at what he saw. Hello, welcome, like, subscribe, and activate notifications. For Marina, the news of her divorce came like a thunderbolt. She had lived with her husband Joao for 12 years, and nothing had foreshadowed any problems. Now he walked in and said they were going to go their separate ways. What do you mean? Marina asked her husband in an uncertain voice. Marina, forgive me, but you and I are very different people. You don't care about what I do or who I spend my free time with. You're like an emotionless robot, only interested in cooking and cleaning, and then your suspicious friends. Why did you become friends with the grandmothers in the neighborhood? You're 32, not 70. I'm tired of it. I've been thinking about this for a long time, understand? I didn't make this decision in one day, but I can't continue living with you anymore. Stop, Marina interrupted, her voice rising. You're not confused about anything now? What do you mean? Marina sighed. I wanted to, but my husband didn't, so somehow we stopped talking about it. Now it feels strange to even bring it up, doesn't it? I don't have a husband anymore. Well, let's change the subject then, Pedro said. Maybe I'll help you with something else now, and you can give me some raspberries later so I don't leave empty-handed. There's nothing to help with, she replied. At least let me carry your things inside the house. It's not a small suitcase. You shouldn't be lifting heavy things. Marina looked at him skeptically. I should clean the place first. There's a layer of dust a meter thick in the house. It's too early to bring the stuff in. I'll fetch water for you to scrub the floors then. Let's go. I'll get the buckets. The well is over there. For several hours, Marina and Pedro cleaned the house, trying to make it livable again. By dusk, they were tired but satisfied with their work, sitting on the porch. Marina, I'm heading home now. Russell is probably going crazy without me. I'll come back tomorrow and see what needs fixing. I still have some tools left over from the construction days, some plywood and paint, so you won't have to go shopping. That's great. I appreciate it. And thank you for all the help. No problem. Well, I'm off. Call me if you need anything. Wait, what about the raspberries? Oh, right, I forgot. Marina quickly filled a large bowl with ripe berries. She handed it to Pedro, and they said their goodbyes. Night fell quickly. Marina lay down in her grandmother's bed. For some reason, she couldn't bring herself to lie in her mother's bed, and her own was in a room full of junk in the part of the house she hadn't yet cleaned. The clock Marina had managed to fix struck 11 o'clock, and with that sound, she fell asleep. By the second week, Marina had settled into her new home. Pedro came by every day to help restore the house. He always brought with him a cheerful dog who, upon seeing Marina, would lose his mind, rolling onto his back to offer up his white belly, wagging his tail desperately. He likes you, Pedro observed in surprise as Marina once again petted Russell, crouched in the middle of the yard. It's the first time I've seen him let a woman get close to him. Not even Anna he loves, and he doesn't let our housekeeper within 2 meters of him. When we go for walks, he only goes near dogs with male owners. Lots of ladies try to get to know me, and he growls at them. To be honest, I always thought Russell was a bit of a misogynist, but he took to you right away. It's mutual, Marina laughed. I love dogs. We used to have Book, a white husky. She died years ago, but I still remember her. I convinced Joao to get a dog, but he categorically refused. I wanted one to keep me company when I was home alone. Also, my neighbors are Shiba Inu breeders. Their kennel is called A Gift of Destiny. You've probably heard of them since you like the breed. A Gift of Destiny? Pedro was surprised. Well, now that's a coincidence. Russell is one of their puppies. A subordinate of mine recommended that kennel. Really? Marina asked. Yes, Joao was having an affair with the owner. He even convinced her to give me a discount. They wanted to sell Russell abroad, but when I saw him, or rather, when he saw me, we both knew we couldn't live without each other. Who's Joao? Marina asked. He's my subordinate, my commercial director, to be precise. I'd been talking about getting a pet for a while, and one day he said, my neighbor breeds amazing dogs, and took me to this kennel. How strange. Strange? What do you mean? Well, the whole thing about Joao is strange. It's just that my husband's name is also Joao, and the owner of a gift of destiny lives next door to me, and my husband works as a commercial director at Growth Lab. Wait, Pedro interrupted. Growth Lab is my company. And your last name, is it by chance Oliveira? Marina paled. So, you're Joao's wife? Pedro's eyes widened. That's so strange. Wait, are you saying he cheated on me with that dog breeder? Weeds, except after weeding, Marina said. And who's talking about the village? Pedro sat up straight. I'm asking you, do you want to or not? Of course I want to. Marina's eyes lit up. As they say, it's not bad to dream. It's bad not to dream. Pedro took her hand. Marina, come with me. Where? She looked at him. To the city. Where else? What should I do there? I just need to get the divorce certificate, then I'll come back here. While I still have some money, I need to buy firewood for the winter. After that, I'll clean the garden and prepare it for the season. Marina, you don't understand. Pedro looked into her eyes. I'm asking you to live with me. What do you mean? Marina frowned. Don't pretend, he smiled. You know perfectly well what I mean. Marina, we're not children. We don't need a long courtship. I really like you as a woman and as a person. I feel it's mutual. Why wait? You're alone. I'm alone. We can be together. That's all. Together. Marina was surprised. Wait, are you serious? Offering me a relationship right now? You don't want to? I rarely misjudge people, and I think you like me. If that's the case, I see no obstacles. I would hate to leave you here. I'm getting used to seeing you, and meeting once a year seems foolish. You have nothing holding you here. You haven't bought chickens, a dog, or a cat yet. So, why not leave everything and come with me? I'm not forcing you. If you say no, I'll understand. Yes, I have a dog and a daughter, but Russell loves you, and Anna. I think she'll like you too. She's almost never home. If you two don't get along, I'll find a place for her on her own. Besides, she'd probably prefer that over spending time with her old dad. Old dad, Marina laughed, blushing. I don't even know what to say, Pedro. This is all so unexpected. We've only known each other for a month. It's not appropriate to just start living together suddenly. What's wrong with that? Don't you believe in love at first sight? I thought that's what all women dream of. Well, maybe not love at first sight, but love at second sight. Aha! Pedro interrupted, grabbing Marina's hands like a child. So you love me? Pedro! She laughed. Why do you ask? I could love you, but what? Do you love me? If you love me, come with me. I've been hurt many times in my life, and I've distanced myself from people in some ways. But when I saw you, immediately, how could I not? You should have seen yourself, Pedro continued, with that crowbar in your hand, standing all red and sweaty, angry but determined to take decisive action. And that's your dream woman? Marina laughed. Most people would run away from someone like that or risk getting hurt. Well, Marina, as they say, to each their own. So, will you come with me? I will, Marina replied after a moment of reflection. If you're really not joking, then I'll go with you, even to the ends of the earth. Will you take the florist course? What? She asked. I said, will you take the course? Yes, I understand. Marina didn't let him finish. Of course I will. I have enough money left from what Joao gave me. It should cover the training. That's wonderful. Pedro hugged her tightly. Dreams should be fulfilled, or we'll die unsatisfied and full of regrets. Pedro, Marina asked timidly, what's your dream? It just came true, the man smiled. Once, when I saw a shooting star, I wished to find a wife I could live with for the rest of my life, without ever knowing sadness. Pedro, Marina playfully slapped his chest. Don't joke like that. I'm serious. Marina, you are my truest dream, and I will never give you a reason to be offended. Do you believe in destiny? I don't know. I do. I may be a practical and serious person, but I'm a romantic at heart. I believe that everything in the world happens for a reason. I thought about not coming this year because I had so much to do, but at the last moment, I changed my mind. I felt that something important was waiting for me here, something my future depended on. And look, I wasn't wrong. A year had passed. Are you ready? Pedro looked toward his wife's room. Marina stood in front of the mirror, trying to put on an elegant earring. She was wearing a beautiful long evening dress that spectacularly highlighted her figure. Yes, my love, just a minute. I can't put this on. Let me help you. Pedro was immediately by her side, putting the earring on in seconds. You look stunning, Marina. Are you sure you want to go? Yes, she answered without hesitation. I feel like I need to, and I'd like to see his face. I agree, Pedro smiled and gently kissed his wife. The car glided down the road at dusk, heading toward the restaurant. As they entered the parking lot, Pedro turned off the engine and once again admired his wife. Marina, you look stunning. Now everyone will be jealous. Let them be jealous, Marina smiled. But envy is a bad quality. They got out of the car and walked toward the entrance of the restaurant. Many people gathered near the entrance, and when they saw Pedro, several greeted him and shook his hand. Marina's appearance caught everyone's attention. She was a spectacular woman, a brunette in an expensive dress with high heels. But what attracted the most attention was her smile, a smile that clearly showed she was the happiest woman in the world. Inside the restaurant, a small string orchestra played modern melodies in a symphonic style. Waiters moved between the tables, serving sophisticated dishes to the guests. He really spent a lot of money, Pedro whistled. And they say it's not customary to celebrate your 40th birthday. I did, but in a quiet family circle. They say superstition is a sign of weakness, but I don't understand why he has to spend so much on a birthday. It's like he's trying to show off. Probably he has nothing else to spend money on, Marina sighed. He's lived alone since the kennel owner left him a few months ago. I guess he's trying to cheer himself up. Let him have his fun. It's a pity, Pedro replied. It's always surprised me how people spend money so easily on frivolous things. I've always earned well, but I'm used to spending only on what's necessary. I'm even more surprised that Joao was so stingy with you. You deserve the best. Ah, there he is. Don't turn around yet, Marina said, noticing Joao approaching them, arms nearly open. Pedro, how happy I am to see you, Joao said, visibly excited. And you brought your wife. I'm so glad she managed to come. This woman is a mystery to all of us. There are so many rumors. Will you introduce us? We've already met, Marina responded with a broad smile, turning to her ex-husband. Happy birthday, Joao. Here, accept our gift. She handed him a small decorated box. Joao stood frozen, stunned. Why are you standing there like a stranger? She continued, noticing his expression of shock. Have I really changed that much in a year? Marina, Joao stammered, at a loss for words. She's my wife now, Pedro said, placing his hand on Joao's shoulder. Let's leave the past in the past, my friend. Joao, Marina interrupted gently, I want to sincerely congratulate you on your birthday. I hope everything goes well for you, and I wish you find a worthy woman who can truly make you happy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very hungry. She took Pedro's arm and walked toward their table. Joao remained frozen, mouth agape, still holding the box in his hands, unable to process what had just happened. Now seated beside Pedro, Marina smiled to herself. She was at peace. The past had finally been left behind, and the future, bright and full of possibilities, was right before her. Hope you enjoyed the story. Like, comment, and share. Thank you for watching.